People who are related to celebrities. How has their fame affected family gatherings and events? Related to Keanu Reeves. We have a Reeves Ahana gathering every year in Hawaii, and he never comes. Which I don't blame him at all. His dad was not a good father, so I assume. Besides being a busy actor, he doesn't come because that burned the bridges with our family. My dad sometimes mentions Keanu when the reunions happen, about how he doesn't visit. It's not in a bitter way or anything, just sometimes the little cousins ask. I haven't met all my family in Hawaii yet cause I live in the mainland, but I do know at least a few people are salty about it. Other than that, my cousins look up to him and get excited when he's in a movie. Even if the kids aren't allowed to watch cause of violence, they see a movie poster and look all awestruck. So cute. I've met one of your cousins. He told me that Keanu showed up once years ago. Ah, really? Small world, haha. Yeah, I do recall hearing he came a long time ago when I was a kid. I didn't ask how long ago though. My uncle is Dr. Demento. He's a really cool guy. Insanely knowledgeable about music and music history. He is totally cool at family gatherings. Woo woo I wind up your radio dementites and dementoids. It's time to eat more music. With mad music and crazy comedy from yesterday, today and tomorrow. Along with whimsical Will's Demented news and the funny 5 countdown of the hottest and the coolest songs of the week. I love your uncle. I can even tell you the day I bought my first Demento album, October 5th, 1995. He turned me on to Stan Freberg, Tom Lehrer and most importantly Frank Zappa. Got to meet him in 2004, and in 2005 he said my name on air. Megan Fox is my first cousin, once removed. Her mother and my grandfather are brother and sister. She's 6 years older than me, so there are plenty of pictures of us playing together while growing up. But once she got to the point of puberty, she quickly shifted into modeling and moved from Tennessee to Florida to pursue it. She then got into movies, and as you know, made it rather big. The last time she was in town to visit was about 12 years ago. She came for Christmas and everything seemed normal until she whipped out the stack of headshots she had brought to sign for us to take back to our friends and such. She did make it a point to call my grandfather when he had his heart attack back in 2014. So not all is lost in fame. The headshots thing was just a tad comical. Edit. I switched it from second cousin to first cousin once removed. Thank you to each of you that made it a point to give me a basic lesson on family trees. I clearly missed that day of elementary school. I can play devil's advocate here. She knew she was one of the biggest celebrities at the time. She might have recognized that friends and coworkers were asking you about her or asking for autographs. Maybe she realized how awkward it would have been to ask for something, so she just gave you one without asking to save you the guilt. Maybe she just wanted you guys to have a little bit of the fun of being related to a celebrity. Maybe I'm reading too into this. 100% agree with you. To me it sounds like she knew how people react to her and wanted to do something nice for cousins and aunts and uncles. A distant relative wrote Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I'm sorry. God damn it, Beaver Teeth 92. We hold you personally responsible. My aunt is Xena the warrior princess and absolutely nothing at family gatherings. She is just our aunt. We got stopped a couple times in New Orleans by people who recognized her. Back in NZ when her show was going on, some little girls would come up and want to take pics. She's one of the nicest people to talk to and never acts like a celebrity. I have gotten to do some very cool stuff in my life, which you'll never take for granted because of her kindness. Hey Lucy. I'll let you guess which one of us it is if you're out there. Edit. Wow. Blowing up a bit. I'll respond to these in a bit. Your aunt is awesome. I used to watch Xena and Hercules all the time growing up. I wish there were more shows based off mythology stories. She was cutthroat in Spartacus. It makes me happy to read she's just someone's cool aunt. Hey, something I can meaningfully contribute to. My uncle is Sinbad the comedian/actor. He is married to my biological aunt on my dad's side, so I'm not his blood relation, but his kids and wife are blood related to me. It actually hasn't. We go on vacations with them every summer, and have for the past 6 or so years. We didn't for a while when him and my aunt were separated, but after they got back together we see that family at least once a year. Just got back from a vacation with them on Sunday actually. We went on a Royal Caribbean cruise. At first it was a little annoying, having to stop every couple minutes because someone asked for a picture, but eventually he stopped posing for pictures while with us. He just says sorry, I'm with my family now. Nothing terribly exciting, but he has been famous since I was born, so I didn't get a before and after experience. The coolest thing was definitely going to Disney/Universal with him. We got the VIP treatment and skipped every line. We rode Dueling Dragons probably 5 to 7 times back to back. 3 of us barfed. It was great. Edit. There are a lot of people replying to this actually. Sorry I can't reply to everyone, I'm at work. I will try to later. If you ever see him around though, he does love his fans, and if he's not out with family he will take a picture with you or talk to you for a while. He's a very friendly guy. Do you have an opinion on Shazam's existence? We don't talk about such things. Not really a celebrity, but my uncle is one of the first dozen people Bill Gates hired to start Microsoft. He's stupid rich now, but spends his time being super generous with his money to family and advocating for the protection of national parks and a healthy environment. Probably the nicest and most down-to-earth people I've ever met. He never buys anything unnecessary if he can help it. He does all he can to make his house 100% environmentally friendly. He's pretty awesome. You'd never know that he helped change the world. Sounds like a cool dude. Related to Dwayne Johnson. Regularly smell what he's cooking. That's like 5 people I've seen related to him here. If all true, you guys should get together. My cousins are in the band Cage the Elephant. My cousins are so down to earth that their fame doesn't really affect our family. We are all so close even though we live so far away, and they invite us to their concerts when they are in town. I will say, when we plan family reunions, everyone's first question is, will the boys be on tour then? Of course it is, because everyone wants all the family there, and my cousins are usually the most busy out of everyone with schedules that are pretty finite. Overall, it has brought us all closer having such successful people who worked hard in our family. Edit. My dad is very proud of his nephews and is always promoting their music, which is cool. That's so cool. Cage the Elephant is one of my faves. Awesome to hear they're nice guys. My wife is childhood friends with family of Viggo Mortensen. She got to hang out with him after he shot Lord of the Rings, but before it was released. Said he was a very cool guy, extremely laid back, and fun to have a beer with. Her friend spent her childhood hanging out with him on summer vacations and has yet to have a bad thing to say about him. I refuse to believe that Aragorn could be anything less than just a great guy. Jude bought a woman a horse that was used in the Lot R movies because she loved it so much, but she couldn't afford to bid on it at the auction. My grandfather was Charles Schulz, the creator of Peanuts Charlie Brown. I don't really know how it affected my family gatherings because my family hasn't been together for a long time for other reasons. But I do know that for a few members of the family the comics are really important to them and they really pride themselves in their involvement with them. Edit. Clarity. Edit 2. Thank you so much for all the kind responses. I've learned so much about my grandfather from just a few people on Reddit. Wait. Your grandfather is Charles Schulz? OMG, wow. Not much to say except that's incredible. That guy was the greatest. I love Reddit. Reading through a thread and someone just drops in with "I'm Charles Schulz's grandchild. This comics were my childhood. I read books of them over and over again. Fantastic.